Now, here's the problem though. When someone argues with you or says bad things to you and you say the bad things back to them, basically what you're doing there is going around in circles, both hurling insults, right? And acting like you're both not wrong there. It's like Sarah Huckabee was on, Sanders was on the View this morning, right? And, okay, Donald Trump will sometimes say something opinionated, right? About someone who attacked him probably earlier on, too, right? And yet, what do you think Jesus means about those who are easily offended, right? And take things personally, right? When you're just disagreeing with someone and you get a little heated in the exchange, right? Both parties usually do too, right? And say things you probably wouldn't have said under anger in the first place. Now, you don't think Jesus would sometimes insult the scribes and Pharisees who were just coming to mess with him? Right? Mm-hmm. He says, "You hypocrites, you generation of vipers," right? Is that something you want people to hear about you? No. No. Or you sepulchres full of dead men's bones, right? Mm. But is that something nice? No, it's not. No, it's not. But what does he mean, right? Why is he saying these things? To help them understand what he means by saying that in the first place, right? And the reason they're this way is they're so easily offended by such statements, they take it personally. Joy. All right, you're not insulting the current sitting president of the United States, but it's okay if you do that. Do you know what hypocrisy is? Right. It's when you're insulting someone during their tenure or their 4 year reign. What are you gonna call it? Exactly. Or 8 year reign if he gets another 4. But again, you've never in a heated discussion say something you didn't mean and would wish you hadn't said it, but you done said it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You done said it. You done said it. I'm not defending everything the president says, right? Either. But if I follow Jesus and I see what he would sometimes say, I might understand why the scribes and Pharisees and Sadducees and chief priests would take that wrong, though, too. Does that mean either side really knows what they're saying? Probably not. Probably not. But does that mean you're not saying hurtful things to Trump, too? And yet he can't feel the same way back towards someone who don't agree with him as well? It's called an argument for a reason. Usually both say things that could be offensive. But what does that mean? Let it go. Let it go. Too. Right. If I tell you quit calling me a pedophile, you won't quit calling me a pedophile. I'll quit telling you why I think you should know that. Anyway. No one should know that. I'm peacefully asleep on the couch anyway. Before I could ever wake up with her in there with me. I don't know. And you don't need to sneak your daughter into the bathroom to pee. No, you don't. You escort her to the bathroom so she can pee. See, that way, if I see you in there, I know you're taking her to the bathroom to pee. It only gets weird if you again disappear. In other words, instead of coming out and letting me know you were there, backing up into the room and hiding, like I never potty trained a child before, letting her how to help her go to the bathroom. And then you're using the diagnosis against me like everyone else, and that's why I broke up with your ass and divorced you. I was moving back to base anyway. You didn't have to do that shit. And let all that unfold or not, right? And don't tell me I remember it. You do. If you remember it, I mean you remember it. So don't call me a liar because you can't admit the truth. She said Grandma showed her that. My opinionated bitch. But again, I don't mean it. Do you like me saying that to you? I think if you let me do it, you're more of a pedophile than I am anyway. So I'm playing that out, or I'm reacting if she's there with me by herself, what I'm supposed to do with her, right? Which is also help her go to the bathroom. But I'll just go ahead and play on opinions. Knowing she gotta go to the bathroom. I ain't stupid. So I can figure that part out all by myself. What she needs. What she needs. But it don't take a rocket scientist, does it? Figure out what I'll be trying to do there. Am I completely undressing her? I mean, usually when I have sex with a woman, I completely undress the woman. Not just pull down her panties and let her go on. And then make sure if she didn't go on, she didn't pee herself. Right? I can't do that. I can do that. I don't know. But you always hurt the ones you love because they're easily offended. You don't know what's the problem. No. They don't understand. They're telling you they're the problem, but it's your fault. No. You shouldn't have done that. Well, that's what you're supposed to do. And any step parent can do that. And male or female. Male or female. Just again, like if stepmom's doing something over there, right? One of them has to bathe her, clothe her in the mornings, right? And again, put on her pants and underwear and all that too. So the stepdad can't do that, and he's a pedophile if he tries to. People don't usually use that word around or throw it around a lot either. Someone saying I could have molested her but didn't is kind of the end of that too, ain't it? And whole point. You don't start calling them a pedophile because they say that, right? Normal people don't. It's just because you're admitting anything can happen in the middle of the night. You just don't know. You just don't know. But you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that. You could have, but didn't. No. And that's just proximity to the child being in the bedroom with her mom. Right? But like I said, moms should not walk her daughter to the bathroom door. But see, if that happened, it's because I wasn't sure she was in there with me alone. If I go over there to help her out and I don't see you around there in the hallway or anything, I want to assume you're asleep. Oh no. Is that wrong? Was that wrong? I don't know. Right. Either. No one's born omniscient, Daphne. And the guy who he read, do you think it was more of his body language that he read? Looking at the woman with utter disgust when she came into the room, you can't see that? And disapproval? No. Not, you can't see that. You can't see that. But that's the point. We're all being taught wrong. I'm the one willing to say we are. And you don't know everything. You don't know everything. We don't even want to know the half of it half the time, right? So that means we're cold to begin with, right? Well, God wants you hot or cold, I guess. Not lukewarm either, huh? No. That means you're getting at least 50% of it, though. 100% though ain't the best to be. Right. Okay. But see, all I can do is say, well, if all that happened, I forgive it and let go and move on. Right. Only reason I can't forget it would be whoever arguing with me about it on YouTube who won't remember who they really are. And you know, all you can do is go down the list of suspects. Or who could it be? Sheila, Daphne, Mabel. I don't know why. All depends on if you're telling her the same story. It's called sabotage of someone's relationship when you sabotage your own. No. See, that's sabotage. And I don't owe you fidelity when, again, you're self sabotaging. I can divorce your ass. Moses' law allows for it, and Jesus might have had to divorce his wife too. Because you can't bring someone else's wife for another man to determine if he's to stone her by the law of Moses or not. Only his wife can be determined to do that with her. Not someone else's or a prostitute. That's not an issue. That's not an issue. Only if it's your wife who committed adultery with her, they're watching her do it. By the way, beaming Toms. Not personal towards Tom Cruise there, right? But again, you have to watch them, her and him having sex, and then catch her in the act of adultery with him. Because you knew, right? Not Jesus, who's at the temple preaching. She was cheating on him. With another man, right? But don't even have the decency, as the law of Moses also says, to bring him with her. They are supposed to be sewn together, right? Don't understand that. And then you just forgive her and divorce her later on, right? Else, why ask him about divorce too the following year? And, the year he went to the cross. That's a year later, by the way. After she was caught, after he forgave her, but also what? Divorced her. You don't want someone who don't want you, do you? No. Then you got the woman at the well, interesting character in Samaria. You do not have dealings with us. Why are you? I'm the Messiah, babe. And I heard you've had 5 husbands. You got kind of lover now. Mm-hmm. How you doing? Right. That ain't a pickup line if ever I heard one. It is. It is. But he's what? Not just cheating her. And talking to her as if she's what? A human being. A human being. But why? Getting their pants too. Getting their pants too. I know. He's the Messiah. He shouldn't do that, Peter. What do you know about it? That you're not telling us. And making us have to figure out through Isaiah what it means. I know what it means. I know what it means. She also couldn't have a child with these people. Oh no. But then guess who she meets? The man who will take away her reproach among women. And her sins. See? 2 for 1 deal. Mm-hmm.